Last season, Ninja Warrior exploded.
Look at this! Do it! You're the winner! He's gonna go for the dismount upside down! Oh my God!
I love to see somebody flashing the bull sign at me.
Heroes were born.
Jon Stewart at 52 years old!
Jon Stewart gave me hope.
It's inspiring to guys my age.
And legends were made.
American Ninja Warrior?
Oh yeah!
And yet the ultimate prize remained unclaimed. Tonight, the pursuit begins again. From every corner they come. Everyday people.
Plumbing is my life.
I'm a stove cleaner. I'm a dentist.
I teach freshman chemistry.
Shaped by life.
My left leg was severed just below the knee.
I had stage 3 breast cancer.
Armed with hope.
I started watching the show, and I was like, I might be able to do this stuff.
My whole year has been about this moment.
And ready to make a run at history. The new season of American Ninja Warrior starts right now.
The energy is electric here in Venice Beach, California. The first stop on what promises to be the most exciting season of American Ninja Warrior yet. This year, the courses are more difficult, the competition is tougher, and the stakes are higher than ever. Welcome to American Ninja Warrior. I'm Matt Eisman, and alongside me, as always, former NFL defensive end, Akbar Masviamila.
Would you listen to this? Look at these guys. Listen to it.
Well, we received more than 50,000 submissions from people wanting to run the course this year. So many great competitors, we've actually added a 6th city to our regionals. And that's not all that's bigger. Since no one captured the prize last year, we're rolling it over and doubling the amount. The grand prize is now $1 million.
And we know that people aren't in this for the money, but that is a great motivator. And we have some people right here tonight in Venice that may actually have a shot of completing the whole thing. Topping my list is Kevin Bull. He was a walk-on who became a rookie sensation when he pulled off that impossible move here in last year's finals. There's also stunt woman Jessie Graff. 2 years ago, she went further than any woman. Last season, she was injured and didn't compete. Now she's back and looks stronger than ever. Plus, he's been a pro football player for over a decade. Now the Seattle Seahawks' John Ryan wants another challenge. And look who else is here, Mr. Hollywood, the Adonis, Rob Moravsky, who recently moved to California and brought his looks and his off-the-charts intensity with him.
To learn more about tonight's unrelenting qualifying course, let's check in with the 3rd member of our team, our new sideline reporter, Christine Leahy.
Thanks, Matt. So happy to be here and so excited for my first ninja competition. As in every city, this qualifying course is made up of 6 obstacles, 3 of which are making their American Ninja Warrior debut. It all starts right here at the quintuple steps, where competitors must run across 5 angled platforms, each just 3 feet wide. Making its qualifying city debut is the mini silk slider. Athletes need to grip the free-floating silk fabric, slide 14 feet to a hanging rope, and swing to the other side. The tilting table is back from last year. Competitors must run across an off-axis platform with 2 crisscrossed dividers. Next is the 2nd new obstacle, the spin cycle. Competitors must use the spinning metal hoops to make their way across the pool. From there, it's the 3rd new obstacle, the hourglass drop, where competitors must use their fingertips to cross 2 rotating bridges and must use a mid-pool trampoline to make the transition. Finally, it's the infamous warped wall, where they'll have to run up the 14-foot incline, grab it at the top, and then hoist themselves up to the platform. Finish the course, and they've guaranteed themselves a spot in the Venice City Finals. Matt and Akbar, back to you.
Thanks, Christine. Well, let's kick off season 7, and we have one of our best. He's a 26-year-old motivational speaker and insulin pump salesman who's making his 4th appearance in this competition, the diabetic hero, Kyle Cochran. There's his new wife, Jessica, and of course his service dog, Lilu, cheering him on.
You know, Kyle has made it to the national finals in Las Vegas twice. If there's anyone who can break this qualifying course in, it's a seasoned vet like Cochran.
5'8", 160 pounds. Kyle's performance in this competition through the years has inspired so many people.
Oh, he's stuck on the silk mat. You know, he should have let go of the silk right away and grabbed for that rope. Kyle is struggling on this second obstacle. Are you kidding me?
Well, I think he might have been blinded there by the silk, and now Kyle is stranded.
Look, the gap between the silk and the rope is 4.5 feet. If you don't use the momentum generated from sliding down that silk to make the transition, you're in big trouble.
Kyle has completed 2 qualifying courses in his career, but this could wind up being his earliest exit. And there it is. Kyle Cochran really had no chance to recover, but shocking to see a veteran like him go out on just the second obstacle.
Look at how the silk gets in front of Kyle's face. He couldn't see where he was. You've got one shot to make that transition, or you're going to end up all wet.
Well, we knew this course was going to be difficult, but Akbar, I am shocked that a seasoned veteran like Kyle Cochran would be knocked out on just the second obstacle.
Well, the mini silk slider is the real deal, and the rest of the course is also tough. You better get some popcorn because this is going to be a fun night.
Well, up next at the starting line, the man I think, Akbar, you've been most excited to see. He's a 38-year-old retired NFL linebacker who lives in L.A. It's Brendan Ayanbadejo.
You know, Brendan and I were training partners when we were in the NFL. That's my boy right there.
Well, he won a Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens, so you know he's used to the limelight.
The toughest part about stepping away from football was just being around the guys every day. I miss competing. That's why I started doing obstacle course training. I was watching Casey Catanzaro. She's obviously an inspiration, the first lady to get through the course, and just the way that she handled everything. Well, I've played in front of 1 billion people, so on the course, I don't think I'll be phased at all. I grew up with Akbar Bajabiamila. We're good friends. Instead of sitting behind that podium and talking, him and Eisman, they can get on the course and let's see what they got. Sorry, I get a little excited.
You know, Brendan is always talking, running at the mouth, so you know what? I like my view from up here. He's been calling me every single day since American Ninja Warrior 6, telling me he can beat this course. Now's his opportunity.
6'1", 220, just a mountain of a man, and he's down about 30 pounds from his playing weight, Akbar. This guy is just in such great shape.
Yeah, he's blowing a kiss to his wife, Natalie, and his daughter, Anaya. That's good motivation right there.
But he has taken American Ninja Warrior very seriously, approaching this the same way you would a playbook before a big game.
Yeah, this dude is ultra focused. He's a linebacker, so he knows how to move his feet. Watch Brendan Ayanbadejo work the tilting table.
Nice footwork there.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there was no way a linebacker was gonna get taken out by the tilting table.
But now our first look at another new obstacle, the spin cycle. 3-hoop rings 3 feet apart.
But the distance between the third hoop and the landing platform is 5 feet. This course is deceiving. He can't afford to get cocky here.
Ayanbadejo retired from football in 2013. Current player John Ryan of the Seattle Seahawks is gonna run later tonight.
Going through the spin cycle hoops is all about maintaining momentum.
Coming around. Oh! His foot splashes down. A great attack there on the spin cycle, but it looks like he just lost his grip on the final transition.
When Brendan's big body transferred to that third hoop, he just missed it with his left hand. He tried to go for the dismount, but it was too far. So close.
I wish I had another try. One more try.
Next up on the course, one of our more interesting competitors here, a rookie out of Seaside, Oregon, 23-year-old biology student Jackson Meyer, and he's known as the Ninja Scout.
I'm definitely proud that I'm an Eagle Scout. When I was a Cub Scout, instead of going out to recess, I would stay in and read my Cub Scout book. And instead of, you know, when girls were at that age of wanting to mess with guys, I was like, don't mess with me. I'm doing my Boy Scout thing. I need this merit badge. Through scouting, I developed this love for animals. I catch crocodiles and work with sea turtles in Costa Rica. I got attacked by a ram. I was just walking and the thing just came at me. I've had quite a few run-ins with animals. Just got out of bed. Got a little scorpion in my pants. I'm here to show the world that Boy Scouts can be ninjas. Everyone's perception is that all we do is help old ladies across the street and we tie knots. The Boy Scout motto is be prepared, and I'm prepared to kill this course. That was a nice fall.
He's earned a lot of merit badges. Apparently no tree climbing badge, though. Jackson's grandmother, mother, and girlfriend ready to cheer him on. Troop Jackson. Jackson's been with the Scouts since he was 8. May not look like a typical ninja, 5'11", 175. But this is the guy who truly lives the Boy Scout motto, be prepared. This guy lives off the land. Grandma and Mom certainly approve. Meyer holds his own on the mini silk slider.
Great transition to the rope there. You know, he wants to prove Scouts can be ninjas too.
Oh! Nimble footwork there.
And the Boy Scout is moving on. The crowd is loving it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jackson Meyer makes it through here, you will never look at Boy Scouts the same way. He will revolutionize the way you see a Boy Scout. Oh, almost dislocated his shoulder.
Slammed into the support, a hard impact, but the Ninja Scout farther than anyone so far. He's given us our first look at the hourglass drop, our last new obstacle of the night.
This one is wildly tough, Matt. There's no margin for error.
That first board is 8 feet long. Competitors must bounce from the trampoline below to the next board.
And you've got to hit that trampoline with total precision to make the transition.
Oh, no! And the Ninja Scout goes splashing down. But what a surprise performance out of Jackson Meyer.
On the hourglass drop, you need to keep your legs locked and use the power of that trampoline to bounce back up to the second board. Jackson bent his knees too much to get any lift off the trampoline, but an impressive effort by the Boy Scout.
Well, let's go down to Christine, who's standing by with Jackson.
Tell me what happened on the hourglass drop.
The hourglass drop, boy howdy. I dropped and I kept dropping. My knees buckled, went right in the water, didn't jump up. I should have jumped up and grabbed there and then finished.
All right, so this
is Cub Scouts.
Okay.
This is Boy Scouts, and you gotta be out here.
Okay.
Doesn't even know. And this is Man Scouts.
All right, Man Scouts.
No, it is Boy Scouts, and it's like this.
All right, from us, back to you.
Well, we are just getting started here in Venice. Coming up, this field is packed with ninja greats, like the Godfather David Campbell. But Kevin Bull says he's gonna lead them all.
I'm gonna shoot for fastest time.
Plus, 2 years ago, she went farther than any woman ever had. Now, Jessie Graff is back from injury and badder than ever.
I'm finally healthy, and I'm ready to show it.
And later, he came from the top of the world to compete. Meet Nick Hansen, the Eskimo Ninja.
My whole village will be watching, so I'm gonna make them proud.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior qualifying here in Venice. While we were away, biochemistry tutor Hunter Seide brought big hair and big effort to the course. Nice leap and a good roll. But all that hair might have gotten in his eyes when he tried dismounting the spin cycle.
Oh, don't know that one tomorrow.
23-year-old Tiana Weberly made it through the first 2 obstacles, but the waitress from Palmdale got served by the tilting table. Oh my goodness, no! And new father Justin Yan had his wife and newborn baby girl watching his run via FaceTime, but they saw it end early at the hands of the mini silk slider.
Oh, she didn't want to see that FaceTime.
Well, next on the course is 31-year-old Jeff Clement. He's a police officer in Phoenix, Arizona, and this run means a lot to him. You'll notice the shirt he's wearing. That's a tribute to his friend Daryl Rates, a fellow officer who left a lasting impression.
Daryl's my best friend since about 5th grade. We had gotten onto the police department. We worked together for just about 7 years. And then he was killed in the line of duty. It's probably the worst thing I've ever dealt with, losing your best friend that gets killed doing a profession that you do yourself. Was unbearable. The shirt that I'm wearing is a shirt that we made when he passed away. It just has his last name on it, his serial number. I wear one every day I go to work underneath my vest. You get one shot at life, and he obviously isn't here to enjoy that. So probably my biggest motivation for this contest and for going through the American Ninja Warrior is him.
Jeff's got a lot of family here to support him. There's his daughter Lola and his wife Jennifer. They're also wearing those special shirts. Hard to imagine the emotions going through Jeff Clement right now. And here he is on the course. Clement's been a police sergeant for 9 years, supervises other first responders. This is a man who's great under pressure. We know he has 3 children. He actually delivered the last of his 3 children. So this is a man who knows what to do when the stakes are at their highest.
I love my wife. I don't know if I can handle delivering one of the kids.
Right now, Jeff Clement enjoying the moment, possibly thinking about his friend. Nice footwork there.
That's the recipe right there, using speed.
And now the spin cycle. Good transitions there. Love that form. 6 feet tall, but a little hung up here on the 3rd hoop.
Ooh, he's going sideways, and it isn't easy to generate momentum on that last hoop, Matt, because of the hoop's angle. You have to control your body, Jeff.
You can see his wife on the sidelines cheering him on with the daughter. And he is hung up, and that's got to be taking its toll on his arms.
At 185 pounds, you can only hold that up for so long.
Oh, and a hard impact there. Jeff Clement goes out, but a fantastic effort out of the police sergeant.
You see that straight line? If you get hung up on the last hoop, you need to keep your body moving along that line towards the landing platform and not allow the hoop's circular path to get you sideways. Jeff couldn't do it, and his arms just gave out.
Well, that roar you hear is from one of the largest crowds any competitor has ever had here, and it's all for 37-year-old April Gould from Gilbert, Arizona. She was a world-class athlete before settling down as a mom, and she has a unique extended family.
I've always been adventurous. Right out of high school, I became a professional water skier and traveled all around the world. But my biggest job these days is taking care of all my kids.
This is my oldest daughter, Autumn, my younger daughter, Summer, my son, Lincoln, and I have 45 other kids right here.
I love the responsibility that it gives my children, and it brings us closer together as a family.
Guess now we have 47 goats.
Goats can be great training partners. I'll stick them on my back and do some push-ups with them. Or put them on my shoulders and do some squats. It's helped build up my endurance and stamina, and you need those on American Ninja Warrior. I may be the underdog, but I'm ready to prove that I'm bad to the bone.
Well, April has over 70 supporters in the crowd who all came in from Gilbert, Arizona, just to watch her compete. No one more excited than her husband, Russ, and their 3 kids.
Got it, babe.
And all the other kids, and by that I mean goats, of course, still at home. April Gould, though, I gotta say, we watched thousands of submission videos. Hers so memorable because I just felt like she was smiling the entire time.
And those 2 goats that were born while we were with her, she actually named them Ninja and Warrior. Now that's commitment.
She's a mom and she's a goat herder, but she's also a serious athlete. She was a part of a water ski show for several years in San Diego before taking her skills throughout Europe. The supporters, you can hear it. It's not heckling. That ba is actually their way of supporting her. And she's giving it back to him, Akbar.
And she wants it. She wants the GOAT call.
And you know what the GOAT stands for, the greatest of all time. Well, water skier, definitely a lot of forearm strength holding onto that rope. Let's see what you can do on the silk slider.
You just got to get out of your head and get out onto this course and just go for it, girl.
Just can't hold on and takes the silk down with her. April Gould goes out, the water skier wet. But look at that, just that indomitable spirit, and that's what I love. So many people, they work so hard to get here, the family's smiling, but they enjoy it. It's so much fun, win, lose, or draw.
Awesome, babe. Well, when April got to the end of the 14-foot track, she got one hand on the rope, but she never let go of the silk. But boy, that celebration in the water, that girl's got energy for days.
Now, we're just getting started here in Venice. We've got a huge crowd, including the only woman ever to complete a finals course, Casey Catanzaro. Talk to her in a bit, but we've got a lot more ahead. Coming up, he runs a company worth millions. But tonight, this CEO is gonna go for broke.
I'm committed, I'm going for it. I'm gonna attack this course.
Plus, one of our favorite ninjas has gone Hollywood.
People are stopping me in grocery stores. You Rob Morowski? I'm like, yeah.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to tonight is provided by Goodyear, the tires chosen by experts for superior performance in challenging conditions. Goodyear, more driven. While we were away, the new obstacles have continued to wreak havoc on the competition. 31-year-old LaTanya Witherspoon had Team Spoon excited after she got through the quintuple steps.
Good job! Good job!
But the teacher wound up getting schooled by the mini silk slider. Ninja veteran Travis Wine had made his 5th appearance in the competition. Look at that! But the 5th obstacle, the hourglass drop, ended his run. Oh! And 28-year-old motivational speaker Rashad Richardson suffered a bumpy landing at the tilting table. Oh! But he was disqualified when he failed to grab the hourglass drop's second bridge. No! Well, there's a big contingent in the crowd excited for our next competitor. On the course right now is the CEO of Cliff Bar Energy Bars. Pretty amazing. This is the head of a multi-million-dollar corporation who wanted to come out and run this course. But Kevin Cleary is not your typical tycoon.
As CEO, I have a wide-ranging bunch of responsibilities. And also, I'm a father to 3 kids.
American Ninja Warrior!
So I've got a lot going on. There are a lot of CEOs that have a driver pick them up and drive them into work, and that's not me. You might find me in a boardroom meeting doing push-ups. At the company, we have an on-site gym where we set up an American Ninja Warrior training class where everybody in the company was coming in to do some of these fantastic obstacles, competing on American Ninja Warrior. I want to demonstrate for the company and for my kids that we got to continue to push ourselves in life to achieve greater things.
A lot of Kevin's employees and friends here tonight, including his biggest fans, his wife Jennifer and their 3 sons, 4-year-old Ben and 6-year-old twins Trevor and Jake.
Matt, we've seen professional football players, we've seen Olympic athletes. Now we're seeing a big-time CEO here. It just proves that ninjas come from all walks of life.
Cleary and his employees train on obstacles at their corporate offices, but the mini silk slider is one of the many new obstacles this season.
And this year, we're going to see 24 new obstacles.
Oh! And the CEO plummets to the water. Kevin Cleary out, but no doubt still an inspiration to his employees and family alike.
Well, he had the right idea and the right form coming down the silk. He just never got a grip on the rope, and down he went.
Oh, that was awesome. What a trip.
This is our first course of the season, but it is looking like one of the toughest we've ever seen.
Yeah, without question, and no one's even gotten past the 5th obstacle yet.
Next up on the course, one of only 3 athletes to compete in every season of this competition. It's 31-year-old gym manager Brian Kretsch. He's made it to the national finals the last 3 years, but this year, he doesn't plan on being the only one in the family competing there.
Having run the course every year and having trained so many people, I feel a bit like an elder statesman. Throughout the years, I've built up an American Ninja Warrior family. But this year, I actually have blood running the course. My younger sister, Shannon, is running the course this season.
One day I was just at the gym that my brother works at. I was playing around the obstacles and doing pretty well, and he's like, hey, you're gonna try out with me this season.
I think she's as prepared as she can be, and all I really want her to do is her best.
I definitely would not be where I am today without him. I don't know what else to say.
Well, Shannon and her twin sister, Michelle, ready to cheer their brother on. Shannon will actually be running next, so you know Brian wants to set an example out here for her. Kretsch and Silver, our first brother-sister duo to compete, Akbar.
Matt, this guy lives for this. He works all year for this one day. I tell you, this is one of my sleepers. You may not know about Kretsch, but he's been to Vegas 3 times, and this is his year.
Kretsch never gets as much credit as he probably deserves. He co-built the training ground that made David Campbell so famous. He's spent so much time, but just hasn't had quite the success of Campbell, hoping this is his breakout year. Oh!
Look at the knee.
Looks like he might be a little injured there. That was a hard impact.
Did you see that?
Kretsch is down and he is holding, and that is not a good sign.
Oh.
Are you okay?
That was not a good-looking landing. It looked like his left knee hit that platform super hard. He tried to leap all the way from the first section. Oh! Right there, that left knee just bashed into the landing platform.
So hard, that's a hard impact there. Very concerning. Just sitting there hoping that knee can hold up.
I don't think that he's trying to quit here. He wants to keep going.
Well, the good news is this next obstacle, largely upper body, but it just looks like he doesn't trust that knee, Akbar.
Well, at some point, it's going to catch up to him. Of course, he's got the hourglass after this, but he's got to get through the spin cycle.
But look at this dedication, and there he is. I just love it. These athletes are so tough, a great technique.
Well, and Kretsch is 6'3" there. Oh! He's doing the one-legged performance here.
We can see him favoring his right leg, trying to avoid putting pressure on the left. But that knee is going to be tested on this trampoline. There's no quit in Kretsch, but at some point you wonder, going forward on this, it's just, I just hesitate to think the strain he's going to put on it.
Though, Matt. It's the heart of a champion. Only a
Kretsch
champion
is going to do it.
Go out there and compete when he's hurt.
Well, the crowd is behind him, but you can sense their concern. He is going for it, and this is just amazing determination. Kretsch, on virtually one leg, can he stick it, Akbar?
I think he can absorb the pain. It's temporary.
Oh! And you can see it immediately grabbing for it. He didn't get through, but Akbar, I don't know that I've seen many runs more courageous than what we just saw out of Brian Kretsch.
Absolutely. What a valiant effort.
And he is down, having trouble even getting out of the water.
No, that hurts.
And he is clearly in a lot of pain.
Twist you around this way, okay? There's some crunching.
Again, one of the most courageous runs we've seen. No quit in Brian Kretsch, but you wonder what sort of impact this has on his sister who's running next. Obviously, has to be so concerned about her brother. But right now, the medics are going to tend to him. When we come back, we will get you the latest. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. Before the break, we saw Brian Kretsch slam his knee into the landing platform on the tilting table. In obvious pain, he valiantly tried to continue, but at the hourglass drop, it just proved to be too much. We just got word from the medics that the preliminary diagnosis is he may have broken his leg just below the knee. But he's refusing to go to the hospital after all the work he's done with his sister. There's nothing that's going to keep him from watching Shannon run, and he is smiling through the pain. For this 21-year-old girl who really got into this because her brother kept nagging her.
Shannon, you got this.
Well, after watching her brother go down like that, she cannot let her nerves get the best of her.
On the quintuple steps. First-time competitor here, Silver, but looks comfortable.
She's gotten a lot of training from her brother. Brian, of course, spending a lot of time. In fact, she said that he even has brought them closer together.
You're gonna disengage it, Chan. Make sure you pop, throw your hips.
And that advice, wanted or unwanted, Kretsch shouting from the stretcher.
Right, keep your eye on the rope the whole time.
You know, and she's an athlete in her own right, too. She's a soccer player. She's more than just Brian Kretsch's sister.
And look
she's
at that.
An athlete.
She's heating up. I think the confidence is starting to build.
But up next is the obstacle where her brother got injured. She's got to put that out of her head.
Shannon, left, right, and then just step over.
And Shannon makes it through. Amazing performance, shaking off any nerves.
Well, Shannon was the captain of her college soccer team. She knows a thing or two about quick footwork.
A little bit of victory for Brian and Shannon there.
She did that one for the family.
That's revenge.
But she's got more work to do. The spin cycle is all about upper body strength.
Just go for the middle, you're fine.
And this is one of those ones you want to keep your momentum going. Get on that first one, immediately transition to the second and third, and go for the dismount. Let's see what Shannon does.
Ride that momentum, girl. Do it, do it. There it is.
Got it.
There it is.
I love it. Using that arm to arm, using the bodies to build up the momentum. Here's the dismount.
Oh,
just doesn't go for it.
Hold on now.
Now she's in a tough spot here.
She's got to get going before her arms give out on her.
There you go. Kick towards the truss. The truss that's in front of you. The other one, the other one. Kick towards
But she is stranded on that third hoop. Can she hold her grip long enough to gain the needed momentum?
Shannon, kick towards the one that's in front of you. There you go.
Brian offering advice from the stretcher. Got to rotate those hips, get those hips going in line with the course.
Right side, right side, right side. Kick that way.
And she's actually looking over to her brother. Her grip slipping. Oh, and Shannon Silver is out. But still, Brian has to be so proud of his sister and she of him. Just a great family story here on American Ninja Warrior.
I had it. I wanted to do it for Brian.
Shannon had the right idea with her upper body, but look at how wild her lower body swung on that third hoop. Kicking her legs back robbed her of all momentum and left her hanging until her arms gave out.
Let's go down to Christine, who's standing by with Brian and Shannon.
Shannon, we were so close. I think everyone thought you were going to make it there. On the spin cycle, I saw you looking towards your brother Brian for some advice. What was he saying to you?
I mean, he just was telling me how to swing, and it just, I was trying, but I couldn't get it.
And Brian, your rookie sister, how'd she do tonight?
She did so good, so amazing. I'm so, like, regardless, I would have been proud of her, but, like, you did so good. I'm so proud of you.
Shannon, great run out there. We hope to see you guys. Up to you.
Thanks, Christine. Well, that cheer you hear is for our next competitor, Arnold Hernandez, 24-year-old busboy from East Los Angeles, and this is an amazing kid. When his mother passed away, he found a way to use his pain as motivation to do something life-changing.
Over a year ago, my mom passed away. She suffered a cardiac arrest. She was the biggest supporter I had, and she was a big part of my life. She wasn't just my mom, she was like my friend. And when she passed away, it was the most difficult day of my life.
Arnold took all of that pain, and instead of letting it bring him down, he used it for something positive. He built one of the best homemade courses in Los Angeles.
The course just kept growing and growing, and then once it got big enough, I decided I would open it up to the rest of the ninja community and let them come and train with me.
Hey guys. Connor, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Have some fun. I couldn't imagine how he crammed so much stuff in such a small space. It was so impressive, and he has like everything here.
We needed a place to train, and that's where we meet now. It's our hangout.
Come on, KC.
You have everyone from veterans that have been doing it for 3 years to people that have just now started.
It's been really great to just bring everyone together and form a community.
Arnold Hernandez, he suffered one of the biggest losses you could ever have in losing your mom, and he's built something positive out of it.
So inspiring.
I feel like my mom was watching over me every single day. After seeing my course, I think she'd be really proud of me.
There you can see older brother Dennis amongst the many friends, family, and ninjas rooting Arnold on.
Fast steps, buddy!
And you can see Mom and Arnold's thoughts right now. No doubt for Arnold, she is here in spirit, watching him run tonight.
Arnold, 5'7", 140 pounds.
Last year, he tried to walk on, camped out for 2 days, but didn't make the cut. This year, getting his first shot at the course. And a low grab on the rope, but Arnold claws his way to that landing platform.
Fast steps, Arnold, let's go!
Arnold's backyard course has 25 obstacles on it. Just incredible.
Well, that translates to a lot of training time.
Among the obstacles in his backyard course are the warp wall, the salmon ladder, and the jumping spider.
But year after year, these athletes know they're going to be pushed. No matter how much preparation they do, there are always new obstacles like the spin cycle.
And Arnold's hung up.
This dismount is all about momentum and timing. Generate some bass in that swing and let go of that third hoop.
He's got to do it before his arm strength runs out. Oh, and Arnold touches down. A great effort there out of Arnold Hernandez.
He was patient. He made sure to time the dismount. Terrific execution by Hernandez.
This transition, though, so difficult. No one has made it past tonight. Oh, and it is going to stay that way for now. I like the approach, Akbar, but so unforgiving, that trampoline.
Here's the problem. You want to drop almost straight down, but as Arnold's releasing, he throws himself forward with his shoulders, and that bounces him out instead of up. Remember, you can't jump straight to the landing area. You have to work your way across the second bridge.
Let's go down to Christine, who's with Arnold in the palm warm-up zone.
Arnold, the hourglass drop, so many people are having issues with that tonight. What do you think's the challenge?
It's that trampoline, like, since most of us haven't practiced on a trampoline, and since we have to, like, the angle that we're coming on it, like, I think it's just throwing all of us off.
Well, we know you have a crazy course in your backyard. Is that going to be something that you're going to try to add?
I mean, I'll try, but I don't know where I'll get that trampoline, but it's something that I definitely need to practice.
All right, maybe there's a trampoline out there for you. Arnold, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Guys.
Well, no finishers yet, but some of our best have yet to run, including Kevin Bull. And if anyone can do it, it's that man, the Godfather, David Campbell. And his run is just ahead. Coming up, he's done it all as a pro football player.
I played for the Seattle Seahawks, and I've been to the last 2 Super Bowls.
But John Ryan has something to prove on this course tonight. Plus, you may want to book a flight when you meet the Hawaiian heartthrob, Grant McCartney.
I'm probably not your typical flight attendant.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior's qualifying round in Venice. While we were away, 3 more competitors took their shot on the course. 25-year-old software developer Sam Goldstein tore through the course at high speed. And a real aggressive pace out of Goldstein. I like it. But the man with the grab that t-shirt failed to heed that advice on the second half of the hourglass drop. 34-year-old electrician Lawrence Panera powered his way through the first 2 obstacles before it was lights out on the tilting table. And one of the most experienced ninjas, CPR instructor Dustin Rocco, had the crowd holding their breath early on. Whoa. What a great save on the quintuple steps. And he was the first competitor to grab hold of the hourglass drop's second bridge, but he couldn't hang on. No! The big question is, can anyone get past this obstacle? And if I had to choose someone, it would be this guy, David Campbell, the Godfather. He's finished every single qualifying course he's ever faced. His American Ninja Warrior resume is unrivaled, and last year, he had the fastest times in both the qualifying and finals rounds.
Matt, if he can't complete this, then I don't know if anyone can.
Well, when the Godfather runs, fellow ninjas take notice, including that man right there, Kevin Bull. Both men among the best this competition's ever seen.
And last year, they were the only 2 to finish the finals course here in Venice, but Campbell had the faster time.
Of course, Campbell now 37 years old.
Matt, they say Father Time is undefeated, but if there's anybody that can defy age, of course, it's the Godfather.
Well, given his years of experience competing, he just understands the right grips and muscle groups to employ.
He just got here in 25 seconds. Are you kidding me?
Can the Godfather break through?
He's 5'11", 160 pounds. Don't get thrown out the gym.
And Campbell misses. The hourglass drop proving to be a ninja killer, taking down even the Godfather.
Look at how straight the Godfather's legs were when he hit the trampoline. He needed a little bit of bend in his knees to provide the necessary height. Remember, you need to use the second bridge or you're disqualified.
Man, that thing is tricky. I thought I hit it right, but it just shot me forward.
Well, Akbar, if the Godfather, David Campbell, can't finish this course, I'm wondering if anyone can.
Well, new obstacles are always tough, but this trampoline on the hourglass drop, it is deadly. Let me tell you, you need the right combination of strength, agility, and timing.
Well, next up on the course, a 34-year-old rookie from San Francisco. It's internet marketer Alvaro Campos. You know, we spoke about how many submission tapes we received this year, but Alvaro went the extra mile with his.
I wanted to be on American Ninja Warrior so bad that I made it a point to have an amazing video. That way I could not be passed up.
He was born a warrior.
My creative inspiration comes from Kung Fu flicks, old 70s martial art movies. That's what inspired me.
What do you want?
I want to conquer Mount Midoriyama.
Now begin your training.
Studying Kung Fu flicks totally transcends onto this course because there's a lot of dynamic movement and precision and balance. I've been a fan of American Ninja Warrior since day one, but I've been a fan of Kung Fu flicks since I was a kid.
Matt, I hope Alvaro is as creative on the course. Bring on the Kung Fu master.
Well, you can see his sister Monty and his nieces Andrea and Marissa ready for Alvaro to master this course.
Matt, Alvaro told me it took him 3 months to put that submission tape together.
Well, he did play 3 roles. If you didn't notice, he was also the Hooded Ninja, as well as the old Sensei Master. See, this guy is a born entertainer. And he's entertaining the crowd now through the mini silk slider. Oh, wow! Campos with some serious spring in his step.
You know, Campos is not running like a rookie. He's running like a veteran.
Well, he's keeping up a veteran's pace. Oh, but a little hung up here on the third hoop.
Oh, he's building up some good momentum, though.
And he's through. And off comes the shirt.
Oh, it's business time, Matt. You don't wear a shirt when it's business time.
But now Campos facing an obstacle that no one has been able to conquer tonight.
To make the transition to the second bridge, he's got to keep his body straight and hit the center of that trampoline with just a little bend in his knees.
There it is! He's got it!
There it is! Alvaro Campos, the first man to make the transition!
The crowd going wild on the S-bridge, going for the dismount.
Oh, boy.
He's got it!
His hands are up like a champ.
The first man to face the warp wall. A rookie. A thumbs up to us, and he deserves it. The crowd going wild. They've been waiting for success. Will this be the first man to punch his ticket to the Venice Finals, Akbar?
All right, get your selfie ready because this kid has all that he has.
Right up that! And there it is! The first man to get through, Alvaro Campos.
I see you, Campos.
What an improbable story. A 34-year-old rookie, the first man to solve this qualifying course.
And just when you thought no one could do it, Alvaro made the impossible possible. Look at how he keeps his body tight as he hits the trampoline. With just a slight bend in his knees, he's able to propel up to the S-bridge, and the Kung Fu Master becomes the first finisher of the night.
Let's send it down to Christine, who's standing by with the man of the moment.
Tell me what you're feeling right now.
Listen, I'm overwhelmed. I had butterflies in my stomach. I just wanted to tear this course apart. That's it. I was a little nervous at the beginning. It all just happened quickly and fast, and here we are.
You were the first guy to get up to the second level of the hourglass drop. What was your mentality going into that?
A lot of it got into my head because we saw people go out on it all night. So being the first to clear it, it's amazing. I'm happy and I'm fortunate to be here right now.
Congratulations, the first guy to do it. We'll see you in the city finals.
Thank you very much.
Matt, back to you.
Well, so far just one finisher on this brutal qualifying course. But remember, the top 30 competitors who go the farthest, the fastest, will come back for the city finals. Coming up, last time on this course, he pulled off a miracle. The dismount upside down, he did it! Wow! What's Kevin Bull gonna pull off this time? Plus, Jessie Graff was once the top female competitor. Now, after a devastating injury, she's ready for a comeback.
My optimistic goal is to make it to at least the middle of stage 3.
And up next, the Adonis is now the actor.
You want a picture? Okay, let's go.
Rob Moravsky makes his 2015 debut on American Ninja Warrior. His passion last year in St. Louis was unrivaled. This guy's a villain from an 80s karate movie. I love him. Rob Moravsky has done it. Well, tonight, the Adonis Rob Moravsky has not only brought his athletic talents and good looks to Venice Beach, but also his legion of fans.
That white shirt is like the fourth member of the away party in Star Trek. You know, it's just there to be thrown away and forgotten about.
There's no way Rob Moravsky is running this course with his shirt on.
You know,
we know him a little better than that.
There are three certainties in life: death, taxes, and the fact that
Rob Moravsky's shirt is coming off.
There it is.
We love him for a reason. There is nobody like Rob Moravsky. This guy exploded onto the scene last year. I gotta say, I absolutely love watching him compete.
And now he's ready for the world to watch him on the big screen because the Adonis has moved to LA to become an actor.
It's like a Shark Tank. You know, you're going in, there's 15 other guys there, and you're all sizing each other up. I'm not worried about him. He can be good, you know? The weirdest thing that I've had to do so far is, you know, I'm always like kind of moving the eyebrows around. So they've had me put a piece of tape on my head so I could feel my forehead scrunch it up, because I guess, you know, like that as much as I thought. The show has brought me a lot of exposure. I've gotten a lot from the show, you know, and being on it more, maybe I will be able to finish the course and be the next American Ninja Warrior. Mount Midoriyama better watch its back.
Yeah, bro!
And yes, I hate to break it to you ladies, Rob Moravsky is dating somebody.
That's his girlfriend, Samantha. She's a college student. They've been dating for about 3 years.
Moravsky, though, a serious athlete last year, made it to Vegas as a wild card, but turned in some great performances in St. Louis. Of course, his cousin, the weatherman Joe Moravsky, the strongest performance we saw last year in American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, the run is over. Moravsky out early, a shocking fall for the Adonis.
Well, there's no way I would have expected Rob Moravsky to go out on the second obstacle. Are you kidding me? Look at it again. Great form on the silk, but when he went for the transition, his right hand knocked the rope out of line, and when he grabbed for it with his left, it wasn't where he thought it would be.
Even all wet, he still looks good. He's standing by with Christine.
Rob, I'm so sorry. Mini silk slider, it looked like your hands just kind of were misplaced there on the rope. What happened?
Yeah, I missed it. I missed it. Can't believe I missed it. It was right there. May have been coming in too fast. It was right there. I had it.
If you had to do it again, any changes you'd make?
I'd grab the rope.
All right, Rob, sorry to see you go this early. Guys, back to you.
Well, women across the nation are weeping, but fear not, ladies. We have no shortage of man candy here tonight. Next up on the course is Grant McCartney, a 27-year-old flight attendant from Honolulu, Hawaii. He moved there from Tennessee, and when he isn't 37,000 feet up, he's the ultimate island ninja.
I'm probably not your typical flight attendant. I like to surf and skate. That's the reason why I moved from Knoxville, Tennessee to Honolulu, Hawaii. I'd say the island is the best gym you could ever go to. We have waterfalls to jump off of, banyan trees to swing on, there's rock climbing everywhere, and you got the ocean you can play in every single day. Some part of the island always has waves. Surf's always good. Athletics have always run in my family. My dad played in the NFL for the Falcons and the Rams. He made it all the way to the NFL. It's the highest level. I want to have something like that. I want to say that I invested myself into something enough to come to the highest level. And American Ninja Warrior could be that. So I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna be the first American Ninja Warrior. Or I hope to be the first.
You can see Grant's dad, sister, and girlfriend ready to see Grant fly through this course. Grant attributes a lot of his conditioning to surfing. Surfs every day he can. In fact, when he has layovers in countries with great beaches, makes time to surf before his next flight out.
Well, all of that training Grant's done swinging from banyan trees in Hawaii might help him out here on the mini silk slider.
Oh, the silk got in his face, but makes it through.
Y'all see that? I was blinded for just a moment.
He was blinded for just a moment. Oh! This guy is a bundle of energy. Just look at him. I love it.
Okay.
Part of the thrill for him, his father is here.
Such an inspiration to him. Ron McCartney was a linebacker for the LA Rams and Atlanta Falcons, and now watching his son compete on American Ninja Warrior.
He's lost his momentum. He's got to find a way to regain it. That's a smart move right there. Look at him using both of them to gain momentum.
Great job. I like McCartney.
That's very smart by Grant.
6'2", 190, certainly on the bigger side.
Did you see what he did, though? He went back to number 2 to gain more momentum.
Great body control. Look at his dad cheering him on. Yeah. I love that passion. That's a forward. And he's whipping the crowd into a
frenzy. That's that NFL spirit coming out of him.
Look at that smile on his face. McCartney absolutely loving it.
But it's time to get serious if he wants to be the second person to get past the hourglass drop. All right, here we go now. You got to stay still, keep your body straight, and just a little tilt. Trust the power return from the trampoline.
Oh, and look at that. Had to put his head to the side. Great form out of McCartney, great focus. And the fans are going wild, as is his family.
A few inches away from completing this 5th obstacle.
And he does it. McCartney just the second competitor to complete the hourglass drop. But can he make it up the warp wall?
There it is.
Aloha! the night. Just have to love it when a rookie walks out here and turns in one of the best performances we've seen.
Well, on the hourglass drop, it's all about technique. Let's compare Grant McCartney to Rashad Richardson, who we saw earlier tonight. Grant trusts the trampoline, keeps his body straight, and explodes up to the S-bridge. Richardson, on the other hand, propels forward off the trampoline at almost a 45-degree angle instead of up.
Such a great moment. I don't know who's more excited, Grant or his dad. The Hawaiian showing us how it's done, hanging loose right now. He's standing by with Christine.
Oh, Grant, getting so much love over here.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, did you have a doubt in your mind at any point that you were going to make it up the hourglass drop?
I was pretty confident, but I could think of all my boys in Hawaii that were going to be watching, and they were going to give me a lot of grief if I didn't make it. I don't even remember half of the stuff I did. I was just so pumped.
You made it all the way. We'll see you in the city finals.
All right.
Congratulations, guys.
Well, Casey Catanzaro is excited to see the new season get going, and she's going to join us up in the booth when we come back. Up next, before there was Casey, she could be making history. There was Jessie Graff. Now this veteran's ready for a comeback.
I've had a whole year to get ready for this competition.
Plus, one move made him a ninja sensation.
Upside down and
down! Whoa! Now Kevin Bull's planning his encore.
When I get to the top, you're gonna see a lot more of these.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to Venice Beach, California, where qualifying for American Ninja Warrior rolls on. Season 7 shaping up to be the biggest ever, so it's fitting. We have the biggest star from Season 6 with us, Casey Catanzaro. Casey, thank you so much for taking time to join us up here. I gotta say, last year, the biggest moment we've ever had in American Ninja Warrior. As big as it was for you, did you have any idea how impactful it would be for everyone else in America, your run?
You know, I knew how excited I would be and how excited those diehard fans would be, but I had no idea how much the world would care.
You or more people coming to you asking for advice?
Definitely. I have lots of women coming to me kind of asking for tips or, you know, whether it's mental or physical, whatever it is. I love sharing it. You know, I don't want to be the only one up there. I want all the women coming out there and doing their best.
Well, right now, by the way, Casey is on a block standing next to us, 5 feet tall, but, you know, so many people have been inspired by you, not just the people around here. I'm talking about the little girls out there. What is the message you would give them?
I would just say, don't ever listen to the negativity. Follow your dreams. Do what you want to do. Go out. Love it.
Can we keep you up here in the booth for a run?
You're going to have to force me to get down.
Well, we love getting the inside of one of our top competitors. Casey, you have the gold standard for women, but right now, it's the woman who you took that title from, Jessie Graff, one of the leading stunt women in Hollywood, and she's been thinking about returning to this course for a very long time.
Last time, I guess I didn't take it that seriously. I did wear a chicken dress and a tutu.
Don't let the chicken outfit fool you. She's one of the strongest female competitors we've ever seen.
I didn't know much about the show, and I was just excited to be playing out a bunch of obstacles. I was disappointed when I went out on the warped wall.
Oh! A great run, but just came up short.
I had no idea that that was farther than any woman had gone at the time.
Will we see you back next year?
Oh, yeah. I was here last year, but I wasn't able to compete because I tore my ACL, MCL, and meniscus. It was so hard sitting out last year, and I was just crutching around watching everyone else get to play on the obstacles, and I couldn't do any of them, and I was so sad. But it gave me time to build up my upper body, and I'm way stronger. Normally, I'm so occupied doing all of my fight training and stunt stuff, but I suddenly wasn't able to work on it. And I had this whole new arena of things to do, of upper body stuff and rock climbing that I could work on like crazy without aggravating my knee. I'm really excited for this year now that I've trained, and I'm fully healthy. And I'm much more prepared for the course than I ever was before.
I know what she's capable of, and I really want her to do well here.
Well, she blew out her right knee while training last year. What's it like for an athlete coming back with that in the back of her mind?
Having an injury is tough. You know, she's been rehabbing it, and she said she's super strong, so I'm ready to see her kick it.
This is a woman who literally her house is filled with different training apparatus. It's just incredible. You can see the upper body strength on Graff. So impressive.
Let's see if she gets a good enough swing here.
There it is, right there,
Yes.
making that transition.
Yes.
You
Great
talked about that
See?
right there, Casey. You talked about taking that initial transition.
Exactly.
Now the athleticism for Jessie Graff, imperative here, especially with this tilting table.
You gotta get your feet on and off as quick as possible because that thing will drop on you.
A good leap. And
Nice.
she's up a good roll, the stunt woman there.
Most people, that divider would have knocked them off. She hopped over it. That's her stunt woman coming out.
Jessie, 5'8", 130 pounds. Doctors told her her knee would need a full year to recover.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how she does in the spin cycle. Not a good start, Case.
Once you don't go right away, it can be tough. She seems to be recovering.
Good arm over arm
She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Yes.
She's done it.
Nice.
The first woman to face the hourglass drop.
Yes.
Jessie Graff. But this obstacle has been so difficult tonight. Only 2 men have been able to figure out, and Jessie's the only woman to get this far. Here it is.
I really hope she gets that swing, drops down, stays super tight, and I hope it repels her right up to that second one.
Stay still. Up and
I know.
Can't make it. The legs buckled. Jessie Graff, such a phenomenal effort, but her run ends. Casey, what'd you see there on that transition?
You know, up until that, amazing athleticism, such an inspiration, such a great run.
And look at that, just perfectly fluid motion, but at the hourglass drop, she didn't have the technique.
Her knees buckled a little bit on that trampoline, and at that moment, there's nothing you can do to recover.
Casey, we're gonna say goodbye to you, but we will see you in a few weeks in Houston.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's go down to Christine Leahy, who's standing by with Jessie Graff.
Jessie, a lot of cheers for you out there. You were this close on the hourglass drop. Tell me, yeah, it was. Tell me what happened out there.
I think I thought I needed to stay upright, but I guess I really needed to have my chest back a little bit so that I'd go straight up. So I flung forward a little too much.
You weren't with us last season because you were kind of recovering from knee surgery. How was your knee out there tonight?
It was great. It didn't bother me at all. It was so great being back out on the course, and it's so much fun. As soon as I got up there, it feels like home.
Well, you know what? You did go pretty fast, so hopefully your time holds up. We'll wait and see. All right.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
Jessie Graff is still in this. She's got a good shot of earning her way into the finals. Alvaro Campos and Grant McCartney are still the only two who've made it past the hourglass drop. And with so many competitors struggling to get past that 5th obstacle, and with Jessie Graff currently in the 15th spot, she's put herself in good position to move on. Remember, the top 30 competitors who go the farthest, the fastest, will come back for the city finals. Coming up, football season may be over, but ninja season is about to kick off for Seattle punter John Ryan. And later, from a remote Alaskan village, Nick Hansen has come farther than anyone to get here. All that and more when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior qualifying in Venice. Our aerial coverage tonight is provided by Goodyear, the tires chosen by experts for superior performance in challenging conditions. Goodyear, more driven. While we were away, Tarzan Ben Mielik donned his loincloth once again and swung his way to early success on the course. But he couldn't master the trampoline on the hourglass drop. Race car driver Thaddeus Robeck sped through the first couple of obstacles, but shocked everyone when he skidded out on the tilting table. Tech support engineer Theo Agu had one of the fastest times going tonight. Wow! Now he's moving, but his legs literally folded under the pressure of the hourglass drops trampoline.
This is my first time on a trampoline.
And track star Nick Simmons, who ran the 800 meters in the past 2 Olympics, raced to a quick exit on the mini silk slider.
Matt, this qualifying course is beating up everyone from Olympic athletes to ninja superstars.
And most are failing on the new obstacles, the mini silk slider and the hourglass drop. So far, we've only had 2 finishers, but some of our best are coming up, including the man who's with Christine right now down in the Palm warm-up zone.
I'm here with Kevin Bull. Kevin, you made that incredible flip last year on Cannonball Alley, made you an overnight legend. How's your life changed over the past 12 months?
Well, it's been pretty amazing. You know, I walk around and sometimes people recognize me and say, hey, I saw you from that show. And that never used to happen. So I've also gotten a lot of messages from people online, and they've said, you know, I was really inspired by what you did last year, and now I'm training for ninja obstacles, and I think it's great.
last year you were a walk-on. How does it feel this year to actually be invited, and most importantly, not have to sleep in a tent again?
Well, it's a lot more comfortable this year, I think. I feel more rested and more prepared for the performance, so I'm ready to compete.
All right, Kevin, best of luck out there.
Thank you.
Matt, back to you.
Thanks, Christine. We'll see Kevin's run a little bit later. But on the course right now, a man who's very familiar with athletic competition, it's Seattle Seahawks punter John Ryan. He's appeared in the last 2 Super Bowls, but competing on American Ninja Warrior has been on his mind for a very long time.
I was just a fan of the show, and that's why I wanted to do it. But then when I kind of got into it and trained a little bit, the competitive juices got going. I was training for American Ninja Warrior, and I put a couple pictures up on my Twitter account. The next day, I randomly got drug tested, so I thought it was pretty interesting, kind of funny. Playing in high school as a running back, and then even in college, I started at receiver. So coming out of college and going to the pro game and just punting was a bit of an adjustment at first. A lot of people think that punters aren't good athletes, but I'm here to prove to everyone that punters are just as good as athletes as anyone else in the field.
A ton of Seattle fans in the crowd, and a couple of his teammates actually made the trip here to cheer John on. Jermaine Kearse and Derek Coleman. Well, he is 6 feet tall, 215 pounds. He is a solidly built punter, but this is a guy who has thrown passes, actually threw for a touchdown in the NFC Championship game.
Oh, yeah, who could forget that spectacular play there in the NFC Championship? But for all the attention that Richard Sherman, Marshawn Lynch gets, punters are athletes too. And I can tell you one thing, John Ryan's out here to showcase he's the real deal.
What transition!
I see you there!
That is impressive at 215 pounds.
Well, we talked about that athleticism. Ryan was a wide receiver and ran track in college, so he's got some serious skills.
Well, Pete Carroll has to love seeing his punter out here showing athleticism. If Russell Wilson goes down, I think we found someone who could go under center. A good lead, get it in, no! 4th and long for the punter, and he comes up short. John Ryan out on the tilting table.
It's all good, hey! That's all I like, though. Compete!
As soon as he felt the tilting table start moving, he made a wild dive for the landing platform. Look at where he took off from. Even his teammate superstar Marshawn Lynch would have had trouble getting the ups to make that leap.
Oh, man. That just moved too quick for me.
Coming up, last year he was a walk-on. This year, he's the main event.
Coming back now, I've got a little extra pressure.
The excitement is building for the return of Kevin Ball. And Ninja veteran Alan Keneally returns. But this year, he's running with a purpose.
I gotta do this for Allie.
Plus, Nicholas Coolidge is a free spirit who lives in his van.
It feels tight and cozy.
But he's also got serious skills. See his run when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. Our coverage tonight is brought to you in part by our friends at Palm Wonderful. While we were away, caregiver Tyler Lumpkin took a careless approach to the quintuple steps, leading to an early exit. Oh! USA boxing champion Danielle Wolf came ready to attack, but got TKO'd by the mini silk slider. Oh! And nursing student Jason Tirado sped through the first half of the course. And a real aggressive pace, but might need some anesthetics after a painful fall on the hourglass drop. Oh! A hard landing. Well, we've got a run going on right now on the course. It's Travis Brewer, veteran ninja from right here in Venice, hoping to become only the 3rd person to get past the hourglass drop here tonight.
Travis vowed to take a more serious approach this season. Let's see how that serves him here on the hourglass drop.
So confident. Hit his head there on the S bridge. But Brewer's doing it, and the crowd is going crazy. And he's got it. The 3rd man past the hourglass drop. Brewer's back. Look at this. Blowing kisses to the crowd. He knows he's got this warp wall.
He's got this wall.
You get 3 tries, but only needs 1. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! So much for toning it down.
I see you with the flag.
Travis Brewer and the handstand. That's the Travis Brewer we know. And Travis Brewer becomes our 3rd finisher of the night.
Travis Brewer was all business, but after nearly taking his own head off at the hourglass drop, He couldn't help but to celebrate when he got to the top of that warp wall. Look at that.
Well, up next is a good buddy of Travis Brewer's. He's a rookie, but people have told us to watch out for this guy. His name is Nicholas Coolidge. He's a construction worker who's always on the move.
I started out working construction with my dad at a young age, but I've always been more of an acrobat than a construction worker. I found myself using the job site as an obstacle course more than working. So when I realized that acrobatics is my true purpose in life, I decided to move my house down to LA. I've been living in my van for over 2 years now and spiffed it out with solar panels, refrigeration, kitchen, even a shower. I basically live either in a van or on a trampoline. All I want to do all the time is climb and jump and roll on everything. And if that's what I could do 24/7, I would. I would really like to run the course because when you see it on TV, it's kind of like, for me, it doesn't look that hard. I think that I could do it. I'd like to find out if I could, really.
You got this. There's his good friend and training partner, Travis Brewer, who we just saw complete this course. Brewer actually introduced Coolidge to American Ninja Warrior. Travis finished a few minutes ago. Now he wants his buddy to do it as well.
I've got my eye on Nicholas Coolidge. Did you see him on that construction site? This guy is a unique talent.
Well, Coolidge has applied those talents to professional acrobatics since moving to the LA area. In fact, he's performed with numerous troops, and his skills have already been featured in several commercials.
A little shuffle step to hop over the divider. Quick thinking by Coolidge.
His nickname is Modern Tarzan, so should have no problem swinging through the spin cycle. But another competitor hung up on the third hoop.
We've seen this before. You have to keep your body in line. Don't let the hoop control you. It's all about keeping your body moving forward and backward.
Makes that dismount, and Akbar, he's got an urgency to his pace. I like it.
Well, the top time right now is Alvaro Campos' 1 minute 46 seconds, and Coolidge has a chance to beat that.
With his acrobatic background, Coolidge is very experienced with trampolines, but can he handle this transition?
He's got to be careful about swinging too much there. Get up there. That's it.
And a great transition. One of the smoothest we've seen tonight. Look at this celebrating. He's on pace for the fastest time of the night. And the rookie does it. A hot step and a jump. Modern Tarzan has turned this course into his playground. And here he is.
Look at this. Strike it, strike it.
Last night he was sleeping in a van. Tonight he's standing atop the warp wall.
Take a look at how far along the S-Bridge Coolidge was when he made that transition from the trampoline. Compare that to where his buddy Travis Brewer made the transition. Coolidge is already halfway through it when he grabs it. One move, and he was through it with the fastest time of the night by far.
Congratulations! Making it all the way. I want to go back to the hourglass drop, though. You made it through something that not a lot of guys have been able to do tonight. Tell me what your strategy was.
Well, you know, I don't know if it was really a strategy, more of like, I've just done a lot of trampoline work. It felt good when I bounced it, and it worked, and I'm stoked on that.
Your training partner, Travis, over here, made it through. Did that give you kind of some peace of mind and some confidence going into that, watching him successfully complete the course?
Oh, definitely. I was so stoked to see him complete it, because there were a lot of people falling. And I mean, this is the guy that I really want to keep competing with. So.
Yeah. Oh, this is a cute moment. All right, guys. We'll see you both in the city finals. A lot of love down here. Back to you.
That puts Coolidge at the top of the leaderboard, just ahead of Alvaro Campos. 3 rookies have finished the course compared to only 1 veteran, Travis Brewer. But remember, the top 30, those who finished or went the farthest the fastest, will move on. And right now, that includes Jessie Graff, who's currently in 20th. If she holds on, it'll be only the 5th time in history that a woman has earned her way to the city finals.
But some of our best have yet to hit the course, including that guy, Kevin Bull. He's warming up for his run now just minutes away. Coming up, he trains when it's 40 below zero with 2 hours of sunlight.
It's pretty intense.
Now the Eskimo Ninja, Nick Hansen, runs for an entire nation when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to Venice, California, the first stop for qualifying on American Ninja Warrior. While we were away, 30-year-old circus performer Almas Birmanov proved himself to be a ringmaster in Venice.
Almas just put on a straight clinic right now
by becoming the night's 5th finisher. The rookie Almas Birmanov destroys this course. 32-year-old high-wire artist Ryan Robinson almost fell to earth on the silk slider.
Wow, you know how powerful you have to be to recover like that?
But on the hourglass drop, he grabbed the support structure instead of the S-bridge and was disqualified. That's gotta be frustrating, Akbar. Seriously. And San Diego firefighter Selena Laniel tried a new technique on the mini silk slider, using the feet a different approach. But her plan backfired and down she went. Up next, a very familiar face, 5-time Ninja veteran, Alan the Beast Keneally. He's a gym owner and chiropractor from Concord, California, and you can see tonight he's wearing a yellow sock and armband, but that's not just a fashion statement.
Dr. Alan Keneally. We now have our own practice.
Allison is actually my business partner in both the businesses I have. She's a part of my chiropractic practice, and she's also a part of the gym. In the past, she was quadriplegic. She had a virus in her spine, so for a period of her life, she was unable to move from the neck down. Finding the specialized form of manual therapy that I actually practice as a chiropractor, she was able to find relief, and she's competed on American Ninja Warrior. Unfortunately, this year, she's having a little bit of spinal injury symptoms coming back, and she won't be able to compete this year. So this year, in honor of her, especially, I'm going to wear her favorite color, which is yellow.
When Alan told me that he was wearing yellow for me on the course, that meant a lot to me because I felt like he was saying, I believe in you and I believe that you can get over your obstacles.
I can't imagine running the course without having Allie here. She's my rock. When I don't think I can do something, she's there to tell me I can.
And there's Allison. Difficult for her to walk, but she wanted to be here for Alan. Keneally on the course and right through the quintuple step, 6'1", 205, so big, but as we've seen, so agile.
And you see the sense of urgency that he's attacking this course with, and that's the exact type of confidence you're gonna need when attacking this course. Look at the speed that he uses. Woo!
Well, Keneally, no stranger to speed, had the 3rd fastest time here in last year's qualifying course. Keneally hung up a bit here.
As you said, he's over 200 pounds, so that's a lot of mass to hold up. He's got to find a way to generate some momentum on that second hoop. That third one has got a little distance on there, but he's got it.
Good momentum control, 205 pounds. Keneally so big, so strong. He's on pace to best Nicholas Coolidge's time. This hourglass drop, so unforgiving. But this man is a chiropractor, but now opened up Apex NorCal, has had so much training time on these ninja-type obstacles, but no one has faced anything like this hourglass drop.
Well, no, this is totally different. I can guarantee you won't see this obstacle in a ninja gym. Now, I can't tell you, don't get thrown out of the club by the trampoline.
Great technique, and that is a veteran. Alan Keneally does it. He is motivated and he is delivering. And should have no hesitation.
Look at this, going straight for it. Look at that.
Right back, buddy. I love it. And that is a veteran right there, Akbar. He did it for his dear friend Allison and succeeded. Alan Keneally, with the fastest time of the night, becomes our 6th finisher on this qualifying course.
He was hung up on the second hoop, but he realized he needed to turn his body around. That allowed him to generate enough momentum to grab that final hoop and get through the obstacle, and it paid off big time.
A phenomenal run out of Alan Keneally, who has punched his ticket to the Venice City Finals, and right now he's standing by with Christine Leahy.
Alan, getting a huge hug from Allison. You ran this so fast. What was your strategy tonight?
With me, I have to attack the course. I can't stop and think about it. I just got to go into it. And fortunately, it worked out again, so.
You had us nervous, though, on the spin cycle. Tell me what happened there in that second one.
For a second there, I was a little surprised because I thought that's actually my specialty. I heard yelling at me, get those feet moving. And that's what I did, and I ended up being able to save it. It's a tough course.
You know, Allison can't run this year, so I know that you're running for her. What does it mean to you to be able to finish the course tonight?
A lot of pressure off. I mean, that was one thing towards the end there when I pulled my pants up to reveal that yellow sock and was just like, you gotta do this for Allie.
Well, congratulations. We're excited to see you in the city finals. Matt Nachbar.
Thanks, Christine. On the course right now, this is big. It's the very first Eskimo we've ever had on American Ninja Warrior, Nick Hansen. He traveled over 2,700 miles, came all the way from the tiny fishing village of Unalakleet, Alaska to compete here tonight.
I'm an Inupiaq Eskimo. Inupiaq means the people of the north. I live in Unalakleet, a remote village on the west coast of Alaska, and the population is about 750. We're only accessible by airplane, and the barge can only make it during 3 months out of the entire year to bring us supplies, so we rely a lot on the land to provide for us. Come on, fish. When I got into high school, I got really into the World Eskimo Indian Olympics. There's hundreds of games that we play. The knuckle hop is a game that we play that represents hunting for seals. I was really good at it. I picked it up right away. It must be in my blood. I started watching American Ninja Warrior a couple years back, and I was like, let's build some obstacles. My salmon ladder is built out of driftwood. I mean, that's what I have to work with, because it's ridiculously expensive to ship lumber out here. I know I'm an elite athlete, but I want to know if I can compete amongst the best in the world.
This town is pretty excited for Nick to be competing at that level. There's people that are going to make the trip. That's how excited people are. They want to go. They want to see it. They want to know.
Look out, because the Eskimo Ninja's coming.
Well, sure enough, they have come down from Unalakleet in droves, including girlfriend Joanne and mother Davida. And I don't know that anyone traveled farther or has endured more difficult training conditions than this man right here.
This is a guy that regularly trains in below zero temperatures right there off the coast of the Bering Sea. This guy is an intense trainer. He's an intense coach, and I want to see what he's got here on the course. And so far, he's looking good.
You know, Nick coaches every sport at the one school in Unalakleet. The entire school, K through 12, only 170 kids.
Oh, nice footwork there.
And look at the pure joy on his face. He's loving it, and so are his fans.
Matt, I talked with Nick earlier. It's not just his village watching tonight, but the surrounding villages for 1,500 miles along the Alaskan coastline, too. He really wants to deliver for all of them.
5'10", 165 pounds. Struggling a bit on that third hoop, as have many of our competitors tonight. No one in his village wants to see his run end here.
Generate the momentum and go for it. There it is.
And he's got it. If he can get through this course and secure a spot in the Venice Finals, what a moment that would be for his village.
But he's gonna have to get through the hourglass drop here first. Get across that first bridge, keep your feet together, and hit the middle of that trampoline.
And you can see it again. It's just so hard. If you don't hit the middle, you're out. Nick Hansen, he's frozen out here on the hourglass drop. But what a great effort by the Eskimo Ninja.
When he hit near the front edge of that trampoline, he knew immediately that he wasn't going to have the right trajectory to make that transition. You've got to hit that trampoline dead center or you're done.
I got too far forward. Too far forward, and it shoots you forward, right? Oh.
So Hansen finds himself in a very precarious position, sitting in the 30th slot with 6 runners still remaining. Any one of them could knock him out of the city finals, and one of them is Kevin Bull. The running of the bull, Kevin Bull charges onto this course when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. We are winding down here in Venice Beach, and the night can't end soon enough for the Eskimo Ninja, Nick Hansen. With just 6 competitors left to run, if any one of them made it to the hourglass drop fast enough, then Nick Hansen would be out of the top 30.
man.
But one by one, they crashed, they splashed, and came up short. And he is smacked in the face. And the Eskimo Ninja held his spot. Oh! With only one competitor left, Nick is hoping his time holds up.
One more time.
But our last competitor is no ordinary ninja. Talk about a grand finale. It's Kevin Bull, the surprise hero of last year's Venice Finals. Given the bullhorns, last year he was an unknown. Now he's the ninja everyone wants to see.
Last year I came in on the walk-on line and I spent several days camping out next to the course.
This guy is a walk-on.
I went from there to be one of only 2 people to complete the Venice Finals.
Getting both legs over it. Is he gonna go inverted?
Look at this!
Gonna go for the dismount upside down into
That's what I'm talking about!
A lot of people say that they're going into the walk-on line this year because of how well I did last year. I love seeing people flash the bull sign at me, whether I'm just walking around town, whether I'm training at the gym. I embrace it as fully as I can. You don't know how long people are gonna remember you. So I think it's important to make the most of it while you have your opportunity, and that's what I plan on doing. I'm gonna shoot for fastest time. That's what I'd like to do.
There's Kevin's girlfriend, Lindsay, in the crowd cheering Bull on.
I'm the bubble, Kevin.
Nick Hansen probably not as excited because if Bull gets to the hourglass drop in less than 1:21, Hansen will be out.
Matt, Kevin Bull is a force of nature. If he says he's going for the fastest time, I'm expecting to see a run for the ages.
Last year, though, one of the most electric moments when he went upside down on Cannonball Alley. But last year, no one knew who he was. This year, he's one of the more recognizable competitors out here.
Can't watch it.
Wow, look at that bull go. Are you kidding me?
Kevin Bull is a blur, but didn't take the dismount there. Bull, though, has a scorching pace to this point. Made it to the hourglass drop nearly a minute faster than Nick Hansen did, so the Eskimo Ninja bulldozed out of the top 30.
But you know, if Bull wants the fastest time of the night, he has to beat Alan Keneally's 1 minute, 28 seconds.
Right up! Kevin Bull!
He is serious.
Well, we learned last year never to underestimate the Bull. What a performance! Running for by far the fastest time of the night. No hesitation. The Bull is back. Look at that. Kevin Bull. What a run out of Kevin Bull. The fastest of the night. Giving the bullhorns. How's it feel, man?
It's good to be back, guys.
Well, that's got to be our Palm crazy healthy run of the night. Kevin Bull just raced through this course more than 30 seconds faster than any other finisher. And this is one of the toughest courses we've ever seen. Let's go down to Christine Leahy.
Kevin, you continue to amaze us. By far, the fastest time tonight. How'd you do it?
Oh man, well, I took one look at the course and I thought, you know, this is designed clearly for speed and momentum. So I just played off the course and it all came together.
On that hourglass drop on the second bridge, looked like you were getting a little wobbly. How'd you steady yourself?
That's the time when you just kind of have to dig deep. You know, I caught it a little sideways and then had to just take it together. You probably saw me grip my teeth a little bit on there, but it made it through.
All right, what is it, this? That's how we do it?
Perfect.
All right, Kevin, thank you. Matt, back to you.
Well, in the end, only 7 athletes completed the course. That's the fewest finishers for a qualifying round we have ever had. Could very well be a sign that this will be the most challenging season ever.
Kevin Bull sits atop the leaderboard after that blazing run, over 30 seconds faster than second place Alan Keneally. After 7 finishers, we round out the field with those who went the farthest, the fastest, including David Campbell. All told, 23 competitors got to the hourglass drop fast enough to continue on in this competition, including the Ninja Scout Jackson Meyer, who landed in the 25th spot. And check out Jessie Graff. She's the only woman to advance. Just the 5th time a female competitor has earned a spot in the city finals. Next week, we head to Kansas City for a new course featuring some more never-before-seen obstacles. We'll also see some of our strongest competitors,
including the return of Megan Martin, who went farther last year in Vegas than any other woman. Now, she's even stronger.
For Akbar Bajmi-Emil and Christine Leahy, I'm Matt Eisman. We'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.
My wife, she was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. 7 months later, she was in a wheelchair. I got into shape so that I'm able to take care of my wife.
She doesn't know if she's gonna be around next year.
She wants to see me accomplish my dream.
Now this is a man who's given so much. Look at this! Gotta make this transition. Hold on. Are you kidding me?
An inspiring American Ninja Warrior, new next Monday.